Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will discuss signals in Angular. Signals in Angular. Right. Signals are Angular's new reactive systems. Yes. New reactivity system. Right. It is introduced in it is introduced in Angular 16 plus version. If you want to work with signals, make sure you are using Angular 16 above version. Using these signals, we can manage, right? We can manage state. Very good. What is the signal? Yes. Signals are Angular new reactivity system. Yes. New reactivity system. It is introduced in 16 plus version. Using these signals, what we can do? We can manage a state. Right. If you are asking a question like, what is a signal? What is a signal? A signal is a reactive variable. Yes. Reactive variable. When its value changes, Angular automatically updates the UI. Whenever you're changing a variable, whenever you change a variable value, automatically it update in your UI. How to use signals? First you need to import signal. This signals available in @Angular/core. Very good. If you want to use a signal for the variable, you need to count equal to signal of. If you want to set a default value for a count, you can add a default value here, 0. Right. If you want to read a value, okay, if you want to read a value, reading a signal, how you can read a value, Yes. Use, okay, it like a function. Use it like a function. For example, if you want to display the value of a variable, count, you can use like this. Let's implement in our Angular. If you want to create an Angular project, you can run a command ng new. You can give your project name. Here I'm mentioning my project name is education. Very good. You can use this command to create a default project in Angular. ng new your project name. For example, e-commerce, you can mention e-commerce. Pharmacy, you can mention a pharmacy. Very good. I already created a project. Now you can go to the src folder, app folder. Within the app folder, first you can go to the app component.ts file. Right. You need to import a signals. Yes. Make sure you are using above Angular 16 version. Signal. It is available from Angular/core. Using this, if any changes done in a signal variable, automatically it update into the template. Now I'm just taking one variable count equal to signal of. If you want to assign a default value, you can assign it 0. In your case, if you want to assign default value, you can assign 5, 10, whatever you want, you can assign the value. Right. Now I want to display this value into my template. Simply go to the app.component.html. Use mustache. Then add your variable function. Yes. Your application running on which port number? By default, port number is 4200. Yes. Localhost colon 4200. Open a browser, enter the URL. See here in the screen, you can see the value of a 0. Right. Now, my requirement is I want to update a value of a count. For that, I am taking one button. Click event directive equal to, I am calling a function change value. Change value. Yes. Change, you can mention count. Close the button. Right. Now I need to implement this one. Right or not? Yes. Simply go to the component. You can use that. Right. If you want to update a value, we can use this dot count dot update method. Yes. If you want to update a variable using signal, you need to use update of. You can take that value. Yes, v plus 1. Here is the count value. Here v is a count value. I am updating which variable? Count variable using signal. You can't update directly to that variable. You need to use update method to update a value. What I am doing, I am just increment of a value plus 1. Now you can go to the component. Here I am adding a breakpoint. I am adding a button. Click event directive equal to. Here you can call your method. And you can close your button tag. Here change count. I need to implement this method. Go to the component. Here you can implement your method. Right. This dot count dot update of. Here if you want to access count value, v plus 1. Save it. Whenever you click a button, it go to which method? Change value method. In this change value method, I am increment a value of a count with 1. Go to the browser. See, click that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, you can update signal variable. Right. If you want to set a value, then you can use a set method. This dot count dot set of 1. It is similar to what you know? It is similar to what you know? Count equal to 1. It set a value for the count 1. It is set a value for what? Count. What value? 1. It's similar if you are comparing this one. How it should be? Count equal to count plus 1. Like that. Here we are updating a value with plus 1. Save the value. Now go to your browser. 0. First time I click, it set a value to 1. And after that, it will increment. Right? Yes. Your count value is a 0. Here you are doing what? Set 1. Count equal to 1. Then after you are increment a value. Then final value is 2. go and click this one. See, the value changed to 2. Like that, we can use signal variable. Next, we have one more, right? If you want to use a signal into another signal, then you can go to the computed method. Yes. Used when one signal depends on another one. For example, you have to work with multiple signals. That signal depend on each of variable. Then you can use computed method. Yes. This computed is available import computed from @angular/core only. Very good. Now I'm taking one more variable here, double count. This variable depend on count variable. Then you have to use what? Computed of right arrow function. This dot count. This dot count. Yes. For example, your count value is 2. Okay, the value come and sit into your this dot count. I am multiple with 2. Okay, now what is the value? For example, if you want to display double count, this is also one signal. Yes. If you want to call the signal variable in your template, you need to use double count of. Very good. Double count of function. Like that, you can call it. Let's go to that one. First, I need to go to the component. Here you can import. What do you need to import? Computed. Why I am importing computed? Okay, yes. One signal variable depend on another signal variable. Right. Here I am taking a double count equal to. Very good. Computed. Yes. Within the computed, I am using signal variable count. This dot count. Right or not? If you want to access a value, you can use a function. Multiple with 2. Right. For example, your count value is a 2. 2 multiple with 2. 4 value. I want to display this value. Remember, whenever if you want to read a value from the signal variable, you need to use variable with the function. Save it. Go to the browser. First time I click a change. Now this value become what? 2. Why? First time I'm set a value to 1. After that, I'm incrementing a value of a 1. The value become what? 2. Right? Yes. Click this one. See? Your 2 and this one. This is the use of signal. Whenever you are changing a value, it depends on count variable signal. Automatically it update another signal variable. If you change a count value, yes, automatically it depend on what? Count signal, right? It display the value here 4. 2, we are multiple with the 2. Then 4, this 4 value we are displaying here in the template. Using computed, what you can, if you want to depend on another signal, you can use computed. If you want to update a value, you can use update method. If you want to set a value, you can use set method. Right. Next, effect. Right? Yes. It runs automatically. It is run automatically when a signal changes. When a signal change, this method should be run automatically. Right. If you want to use this effect, import effect from @angular/code. Right? Yes. Here I'm using constructor. Yes. If there is no constructor, compiler create one default constructor for your class. Here I'm using an effect. Within the effect, yes, I'm calling here console.log of, right, this dot count. Right. Let's see that. If you want to automatically any signal change, if you want to do something, that functionality you need to mention in a effort. Let's go here, comma, effect. Now I am using a constructor, effect. Very good. Effect. Right here, console.log of. This time I'm using a console. Yes. Count changed. Very good. Comma. This dot count. Save it. Now go to the browser. If you want to see the console, right click, inspect, go to the console. Now I'm clicking a button. Whenever your value change, see this effect, it will be called. Yes, see how many times that signal changed, that many times this effect should be called. Right? If you want to see that console.log of this dot double count. Yes. If any signal is changed, what happened? Yes. See, if any signal change, this effect will be execute. What is the difference between effect and computed? Computed is depend on another signal. Computed is depend on another signal. Whenever this signal is changed, that time only this value will be updated. But effect, if any signal changed, this effect will be execute. That is the main, to maintain a state, we are using a signals. Make sure you are using above Angular 16 version. Right? Yeah. Please subscribe my channel and like, make a comment if you need any more clarification on this signal. Thank you.